Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Force Feed for this Thursday, February 2nd. Today we will be discussing the Future Soldier single-player trailer, Lollipop Chainsaw pre-order outfits, Alan Wake for the PC gets a release date, the Magic the Gathering iOS application, BioWare to host a guild summit for the Old Republic, taxes on violent video games, and Blizzard hands out 100,000 Diablo III beta keys. Ubisoft released a trailer today for the single-player mode of the upcoming Ghost Recon Future Soldier. The trailer shows off some of the game's weapons and gadgets that will be available. Now, this next installment of the Ghost Recon series will be coming out on May 22nd for the 360, PS3, and PC. Warner Bros. Lollipop Chainsaw is going to have several pre-order bonuses in the form of outfits for the game's main character, Juliet. A new trailer released today is going to give us a sneak peek at some of those outfits in action. Now, depending on where you pre-order the game, that will determine what outfit you have access to. Another game that features busty women with dangerous weapons, sex sells. Alan Wake for the PC has gotten a release date. It will be available on Steam this February the 16th. The game is going to cost $29.99 for the standard edition or $34.99 if you want the limited collector's edition. The PC version of the title will also be including some visual improvements. We will be getting higher resolutions and fidelity than ever before, refined and fully configurable mouse and keyboard support, a wide selection of customizable graphic settings supporting 4x3, 16x9, and 16x10 aspect ratios, also a multi-threaded engine that takes advantage of quad-core CPUs. Wizards of the Coast has released a Magic Gathering app for iOS devices. This application is going to act as a life counter. It will also allow you to build decks and research cards and get information about local Magic events. You can also search for local stores in your area that host events and sell cards. I'm bringing this up because although it is not a video game per se, this is a trading card game that I played a lot as a teenager, and actually something that I am hoping to get back into at some point. I had a lot of fun with this game. Magic the Gathering is a phenomenal trading card game, and I'm really happy that they've released this app as it does appear like the company is still going strong, and that's a good sign. This coming March, BioWare will be inviting select guild leaders from Star Wars: The Old Republic to attend a guild summit in Austin. This is going to be taking place on March 4th through 6th, and attendees of the Guild Summit will be meeting with game developers to give feedback in Q&A and roundtable discussions. They will also be given a sneak peek at future content. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, you do have until February 10th to apply for the event. Otherwise, people are simply being invited, but applications are being accepted. Oklahoma State Representative William Forkiller has proposed a law to add a 1% tax to any video game that is rated teen, mature, or adult. The money earned from this tax is going to be going towards programs to prevent bullying and childhood obesity. Forkiller said that violent video games contribute to some of our societal problems like obesity and bullying, but because they raise a lot of revenue, they can also provide part of the solution. No, not at all. Bullying and childhood obesity are much more due to bad parenting than violent video games. It is about time we stop blaming trivial things like video games for our child's issues and start looking at the parents who are at fault. I suppose it's a lot easier to blame something like a video game than to tell parents they're screwing up, but either way, this is wrong. I hope this doesn't go through, even though it is just a 1% tax, not a lot. It's a slippery slope, and it also reconfirms the idea that video games are causing these problems and not terrible parents, and that's just wrong. Blizzard recently handed out 100,000 more Diablo III beta invites to North American players. This morning, on a post on the official Diablo III forums, Blizzard stated that they had sent out these keys. We saw this huge influx of keys and beta participants over the past week, but they have now officially stated the exact number that they sent out. They also said that although European players haven't gotten any at the moment, this was just for North American, that they would be sending out keys to people in Europe at some point. They also go on to say in the post that if you didn't receive an invite, never fear. We're going to continue to give away beta invites, so be on the lookout for promotion, contests, and giveaways on our properties, as well as your favorite fan sites. And if you're wondering, Force, are you considered a fan site? Well, technically, yes I am. So keep an eye out in the future for some beta keys right here. And that is going to do it for today's Force Feed, guys. No community question because I haven't been getting any. I've gotten a few questions, but some of them really weren't worth answering on this particular episode. Nothing against anyone who sent stuff in. It's just stuff that's really been rehashed and nothing that I really felt like talking about here. But if you have a community question, please send it in to theforcefeed@forcestrategygaming.com, and you could see it at the end of one of these episodes. As always, guys, I thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. Once again, this has been Force, and you've just been force-fed.